Prince Philip, as Chancellor of Edinburgh University, installs that popular actor James Robertson Justice as the university's new rector. Edinburgh students have their own irreverent way, with perforated paper, tomatoes and what have you, of greeting the rector they themselves elected.
In years gone by, the installation of the new rector at the University of Edinburgh made news UK-wide, and it was a famously light-hearted occasion. Times change, and nowadays things are a little less boisterous, but the position of rector remains, as does its significance.
The rector's a position that's unique to just a handful of the Scottish universities. The formal role is to chair the university's governing body, the court. But there's also an informal role which is about working closely with students and with staff to make sure that their concerns are at the heart of the top decision-making structures in the university, and that's one of the things that I've focused on.
The history of the role and the ceremony that goes with it still fires the imagination of students today. Here they're seen chairing the journalist and broadcaster Ian McWhirter round Old College Quad when he became rector in 2009. For him, being voted into the role was a source of immense pride.
I can't think of any institution in Scotland I would rather be associated in or represent to a certain extent than Edinburgh University, which really is one of Scotland's great institutions and great contributions to the world and to civilization. And that may sound a little overblown, but not if you look at the incredible breadth of the intellectual work that's going on in Edinburgh University in all sorts of diverse areas, from climate change to the arts, and the merger with Edinburgh College Bar, which took place while I was chairing the court. Again, a tremendous achievement for the university. That was a big deal, merging with another university, and that it was handled extremely efficiently. I think it's a testament to the extent to which the management of Edinburgh University is extremely robust. It's well led, and it knows what it's about, it knows what it's there for. My advice to people who are coming along is concentrate your efforts. Make sure you focus, don't get too distracted, don't get too lost in individual issues. Concentrate on the big picture and make sure that, your rectorship does achieve something.
Despite the pomp and pageantry associated with the position of rector and the many celebrity names linked to it, Peter McColl says it continues to play an important role in the life of the university.
It brings a level of externality to the governance that you might not otherwise get. People who become rectors wouldn't tend to be in that position otherwise. So it gives a person in the university court who students often find more approachable than others. It gives a degree of check on the university's management, and that's really important. So having somebody in the chair of the governing body, making sure that all voices around the table are heard, but not only doing that, also going out and speaking to people. So I spend a lot of time speaking to students, I spend a lot of time going to student events, so that I know what the students think and what the concerns of the student body are. And having that at the top table in the university is, I think, a really important thing. And that's something you would lose without a rector, and it's something that I think the universities that have rectors really benefit from.
And anyone aspiring to be rector in the future can't look at the list of former rectors and fail to be impressed. Not only does it include celebrity names such as James Robertson Justice, Alistair Sim and Magnus Magnusson, there's also a number of former Prime Ministers, including Stanley Baldwin, Lloyd George, Gordon Brown, and perhaps most famously Sir Winston Churchill.
Mr. Winston Churchill had quite an exciting ride through the streets of Edinburgh on his way to deliver his rectorial address. On his arrival at the University Hall, he was chaired by the students. And so, robed now as a Doctor of Literature of Edinburgh, the famous hat replaced by more sombre headgear, he goes to deliver his address on the decline of parliamentary government.